Good morning friends. In our last lecture we will discuss about some important facts about the coordinate geometry, like as what are the centroid, incenters, how we'll use distance formula, how we'll use section formula. Now we'll continue this lecture and today we will learn about the another important facts like what is the circumcenter, what is the orthocenter of the triangles. So let us start with the point what is actually mean by circumcenter of a triangle. Then circumcenter is the point of intersection of all the angle bisector of a given triangle. So it can be obtained. We can say that it's a triangle ABC and the perpendicular bisector of these sides are obtaining at the point. Perpendicular bisector of these sides are intersecting at the point C. Then C will denote the circumcenter. And taking the C as the center and taking the distance from the center to the vertex as the radius, we will draw a circle. Then it will passes from all three vertex. It will pass from all three vertex. So this is the point of intersection of all three angle bisectors of the sides. It is the point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle ABC. Now we will discuss about the another point, orthocenter of a triangle. What is mean by orthocenter? Orthocenter is the point of intersection of altitudes of a triangle. ट्राइंगल के डिफरेंट वर्टेक्स से खींचे गए एल्टीट्यूड का पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन कहलाता है ऑर्थोसेंटर. सो इट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ एल्टीट्यूड्स ऑफ ए triangle. It is generally denoted by O. Now we will discuss about this another important properties in this chapter, coordinate geometry. So we will discuss about some important fact like what is the centroid, circumcenter, incenter, orthocenters, and there are some basic properties including with these topics. So we will discuss about the next topic, what are the properties which are most frequently used, and there are some basic questions can directly obtained on these properties. So we will discuss about the properties. First property, the centroid of a circle divides its median into the ratio 2:1. Centroid of circle divides its median into the ratio 2:1. Now we will discuss about the second property. It is the centroid of triangle. In a triangle, incenter divides the angle bisectors in the ratio of B plus C is to A, comma A plus C is to B, and A plus B is to C. The next property is, it is a very important property, that how the orthocenter, centroid and circumcenter are relating each other. Now we can say in any triangle, orthocenter, centroid and circumcenter, orthocenter, O, centroid and circumcenter are always lie in line and dividing each other in the ratio 2:1. Then the distance between O and G means orthocenter and centroid, and the distance between centroid and circumcenter is lying in the ratio of 2:1, means OG distance divided by GC distance is equal to 2:1. It is a very important property which is being asked in the competition exam. And we can write OG divided by GC is equal to the 2:1. Now there is a another important property that in isosceles triangles GCIO means centroid, circumcenter, incenter and orthocenter lies on same line. किसी भी आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल के अंदर ये जो चारों इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं, centroid, circumcenter, incenter, orthocenter, are always lie in the same line, and it will be the standard case that if the triangle is equilateral, all 4 points will be coincide. किसी भी equilateral triangle में ये चारों पॉइंट एक ही जगह पर coincide हो जाते हैं. It is a very important property that all 4 points are being coinciding at a single point. In equilateral triangle, all 4 points are coinciding at a single point. All 4 points are coinciding at a single. चारों पॉइंट एक ही जगह पे कौन. Now we will discuss about the very important fact that how to find the area of triangle when the coordinates of the vertices of the triangles are given. So we have a formula for finding the area of triangle. Then let's see what is the area of triangle when the coordinates of a vertices are given. Then in order to find area of a triangle ABC whose vertices are given as x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3, it is given as, it is denoted by capital A, is given as half of x1 multiplied by y2 minus y3 plus x2 multiplied by y3 minus y1 plus x3 multiplied by y1 minus y2. It is a formula when the vertices of the triangles are given. So we will use this formula in order to find the area. And there will be special case if all the points are collinear. Then there is a question being asked that find the value of a certain constant, hence the points are collinear. So how will solve? Then special case when the points are collinear. When points are collinear, then condition will be x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2 will be 0. So we will use this condition in order to find the given unknown constant which is being asked in the given question. So we will take a question behalf of this pattern. We will discuss a question. Find the value of k. Find the value of k for which the points point 5, 4 and k, minus 2 and minus 6, 10 are collinear. Means then we will discuss the solution of this question. If these points are collinear, then all 3 points will lie in straight line. So the area bounded by these 3 points will be 0. अगर ये तीनों points collinear है तो they will does not bound any area. So area of triangle will be 0. So we will use the condition that area of triangle is 0, and by using the given condition mentioned above in our discussion, so we will get 5 into minus 2 minus 10 x1, it means x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 and x3 into y1 minus y2 is equal to 0. Then we will obtain the value of k after the calculations. That will be given as minus 60 plus 6k minus 36, and we'll get the result like minus 96, and k will be 16. So this is the fact in order to find the any unknown constant in the given question. So there will be one more type of problem can be asked. Then how will find the area of a given quadrilateral where the vertices of all four vertices are given. Then area of quadrilateral will be find as then we'll find the area of quadrilateral by subdividing the whole quadrilateral into two triangles and applying the concept of area on the triangle ABC. Then area of quadrilateral will be area of triangle first plus area of triangle second. Delta 1 and delta 2 denote the area of triangle ABC and area of triangle BCD. By adding these area, we will obtain the area of given quadrilateral. This is the technique which is being used in order to find the area of quadrilateral. Then we'll discuss about the another important fact. Then how the straight line are correlating with these points. So we will discuss about the straight line formation and what are the very standard forms of straight lines, how the straight line can be represented on the coordinate axis. So another point of discussion is straight line. So it can consider as another segregate topic like a straight line. In this chapter, in this topic, we will learn about the important facts of straight line, how it is formed and how it is correlating with the another lines intersecting or not, how the some important points like slopes and intercept or x-intercepts, y-intercepts. So first of all we will discuss about the slope of a line. So we'll discuss when we generally have seen when the line is when the line is passing from the coordinate axis. Suppose this is the line y is equals to mx plus c, or so what is the slope? We'll know what is the slope means. Then slope is the tangent of the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis in the anticlockwise sense. It is denoted by m and it is given as tan of theta. इस लाइन ने x एक्सिस एंड y एक्सिस के साथ इस लाइन y इक्वल्स टू mx प्लस c ने x एक्सिस के पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन के साथ एंटी क्लॉकवाइज सेंस में जो एंगल बना रखा है उस एंगल का टेन कंपोनेंट अगर अपन लेते हैं तो हमें स्लोप की वैल्यू मिल जाती है. स्लोप इज जनरली डिनोटेड बाय m and it is given as m equals to tan theta. The angle is measured in anti-clockwise sense. Now we will discuss about the point when the two coordinates are given and how to find the slope. These are the points A and B with the coordinate x1 and y1 and also with the coordinate x2 and y2. Then slope is given as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. It is a ratio of difference of y coordinates divided by difference of x coordinate. We will give the resulting value slope and it will be equal to the tan of theta. Thank you so much.